Hello, welcome back everyone. Now in today's session, we are going to discuss about NAGARRO question that has been asked for the data engineering role. The question is a simpler one, but we're gonna solve it via challenge. So let's accept this challenge and try to solve by yourself. Let's imagine you have a two tables A and B. The table A data comes on 10th of January and table B data comes on 11th of January. Now what you want to do, you want to maintain a record status. Record status means that the record which are older but are not present in new table, we can mark it as old record. The record which was present in the older table and newer table with the same configuration means with the same name, they can be assigned as matched one. Similarly for the not matched and for the new record. So kindly pause this video and try to solve using PySpark or SQL. Now coming back to the question. From this question, we are assuming that we will learn something new concepts today. Means what are joins? How can we apply joins in PySpark? How can we implement when condition? How can we implement and use alias in PySpark? So let's begin with the data. First of all, I'm going to import Spark session and some libraries. As you can see over the screen, we are having two tables named as A and another is a B. And what we want to do, we want to maintain a record status. Now let's understand what record status means here. As you can see that, like for ID 1, we have name as Adam. But in table B, we don't have ID 1 and there is a no named as Adam. So we are comparing based on ID. So we can see that the record for ID 1 was present in old table but not in a newer table. So it can be marked as old record. Now coming to ID 2. ID 2 is present in newer table and older table with the same name. So we can assign it as a matched record. Similarly for the ID 3. As you can see that ID 3 is present in both of this table but the names are not matching. So we can say that it's not matched. Now coming to the ID 5. As you can see that it is present in table B but not in table A. So we can assign it as a new record. So this is the explanation of this question. Now let's solve this problem. So I have created a data frame DFA and DFB. Now how can we see means what data frame looks like? For that we have to use df.a.show and b.show. It's running. It will take few minutes. Now it's run. You can see that we can see that DFA and DFB. Now what we want to do? We want to compare both of this table. So think how can we do this? So while comparing both of this table, we need a join kind of operation. And what sort of join we want? We want to see both of this table and the entire data. Now to do this, we will create a data frame as df.join, df underscore join, and we will apply a full outer join. So how can we apply a full outer join? We can use df underscore a. I am giving an alias as a, so I don't have to write df underscore a again and again. Okay. Now using join condition, and what I want df underscore b and giving it as a alias as b. Now what I want to apply a join condition. Join condition based on which column? Based on ID column. So I'll say a dot id. As you can see that I have only written down a dot id. I don't have to write the full data frame name because I have aliased it. Now passing another join condition, it's b dot id. And based on which I want to apply join condition, it is a inner, left, outer or what? It's based on full outer. Okay. Now let's see that what will be the output when we will apply join condition. So it should combine both of this table. Yes, it has combined table A and table B. Now it is much easier to understand problem statement and solve it. So we are moving step by step as you can learn this concept, and in further videos we will move to advanced topic. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to create a column it will be record status. And if the record is present in older one but not in a newer one, then I can just named as old record. So let's create a data frame as df underscore result, and I'm going to call df underscore join. Okay, and I'm using select star. So select star will give the entire data that is present in older table. Why I'm using it? Because we're learning and we will see the data and we will see the output. Okay, now let's apply when condition. So just like we use when condition is equal, similarly when bracket, what I want to call a dot name equals to call b dot name. So what we are doing, we are comparing. If a dot name is equals to b dot name, then what will be the output? The output will be matched. Okay, so let's execute this and see that what we will get in output. So when the name are same, we are getting as a match, but for another cases we are getting as a null. So now we need to handle that. Okay, so we have passed the first when condition. Now let's pass another when condition. Dot when other when condition will be call a dot name. Let's pass, like if the name in the table A and B are not equal, then what we will say? It's not matched. Okay. Now let's execute this. As you can see that when the names are not matching, we are giving it as a not match. So we have handled both of the scenarios, match and not match. Now we need to handle the new record and older record. Okay. So for the older record, it means that the data is present in older table but not in new table. Okay. So this is scenario of null cases. How can we handle this? Now let's pass another when condition when call a dot name. We need to check if a dot name is null or not, or b dot name. We are checking for older record. So let's do that for b dot name. Okay, and we want to check like it's null or not. So we'll use is null bracket. It means that column b dot name is null. Then what we want, we can say that it's old record. Let's execute this. As you can see over the screen, like for the ID 1, it is present in older table, but not in new table. So we are getting as an old record. Now, last condition that we need to handle for new record. So we can pass the when condition. Otherwise, we can go for otherwise too. Otherwise means that it means that when it's true, it's good. Otherwise, false condition. So we'll write otherwise, and what we want in output, new record. So that's how we solve this problem for the matched one, for not matched, for new record, and for old record. But as you can see that the entire column is name is the entire condition. So we can give it's an alias. Okay. And the alias will be the column that we want in output. It was record status. Okay. Record status. Now execute it. As you can see that we have created a new column and the name is a record status. And we are just giving the information about old record, new record, matched and not matched. So what we have learned from this video, we have learned about joining condition. Means how can we apply join? How can we pass aliases if we have a bigger data frame name? We have learned about how can we pass multiple van condition. We have learned about is null condition. So we have learned a various topic from this question. Okay, and we're gonna consume this topic in upcoming sessions too. So if you're liking my content and you're able to understand this, then please like, share, and subscribe among your friends. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead.